Like, hey man, my name is Ranger Shaggy, and I'm here to teach you the art of archery. Now, some people claim that I'm like a coward, man. They say that I am not brave because I like to use my bow and arrow in combat as opposed to a sword. Let me tell you, that is foolish. And I'm here to teach you how to use a bow and arrow so that you can win the day. Now, first, it's important to remember that all members of your party are valuable. I myself travel with a wonderful adventuring party called the Mystery Gang. And we have all types in our party. Velma is an amazing artificer, Fred is a brave paladin, and Daphne is a sorceress with mystical powers, and my pal Scoob is a powerful druid. But rangers and archery have an important role to play. Now, my friend Fred is wearing heavy armor to protect him, and he is wading into battle with his sword and some of his magic, and that's where we are there to support them. That's where this comes in handy, man. Now, the way you're going to use your bow and arrow is not as the primary source of attack. It is to support the rest of your team. When Fred goes wading in there against a group of goblins, it's my job to weed them out so that he will be protected. You aren't being weak. You aren't being cowardly. You're being strategic. So, the question is not how to shoot. The question first you have to ask is, who do you shoot? All right? If you see a guy wearing full armor, yeah, you could take a shot at him. But unless you have a very strong pull bow, you're not going to pierce that armor. So that's where you, as the ranger, you've got to use your intellect and track and mark with your hunter's mark the one without the armor first. Now, there could be several without armor. Now, if this is a low-level like group of goblins, it may simply be that they don't have armor. Or maybe they just have some leather armor that your arrow can easily punch through. But if it's a more advanced group, the warriors, the barbarians, the fighters, they're all going to have either thick leather or scale mail or chain mail or even plate mail. You don't want to mess with any of that. You're looking for two things. You're looking for the caster and you're looking for the healer. And if you have a choice, you want to get that healer first. Now, in the middle of a pitched battle, you might not be able to tell which is which, and that's okay. It's better to take the shot than to wait too long. But here's a couple of things that'll tell you who might be the healer. First of all, look for that holy symbol. Those clerics and healing types love their holy symbols. So if you see them holding something weird in their hand or on their chest, or if they got something glowing, that's a good one to go ahead and go for. You want to get that healer taken out first, for obvious reasons. If Fred comes and slashes down with his big broadsword, and then the cleric immediately heals him, we've wasted that attack. But if you take your bow, take aim, and take out that healer, well, you've just changed the entire course of the battle. Whatever you do, commit to a target. Commit to that target until they go down. All right? It is so much more important to take out one than to injure two. An injured caster can still cast spells, but an incapacitated one can't do anything. So once you've made your decision, even if it's wrong, even if that was just a caster, or even if that's just a fighter that couldn't afford armor, you are still helping. So make your mark, take aim, and you do not want to aim for the head. I know in plays and stories about famous rangers, they're always shooting them right in the eye, that kind of thing. But it's way too risky. Remember, these people aren't standing still. They're not just sitting there waiting for you to shoot them with a bow and arrow. They're going to be on the move too. They're going to be weaving out. They might even be hiding in cover. Go for the center mass, because this is also where all the organs are, okay? If you do want to try and hit them in the heart, and that's great, but don't worry about it. If you catch them in the gut, they're still going to be pretty distracted, and that's the other thing. A lot of these casters might be able to do a spell that requires concentration. And one of the most powerful things you can do is to break their concentration. If they've got a spell casting darkness or making someone else invisible and you can break that concentration, well, you've just doubly done good as your ranger. Now, let's talk about being stealthy too. You want to move silently. If you can, you want to take that first shot before your paladin or fighter or whoever even makes their first blow. You want the element of surprise. So if you can, use the forest to your advantage. Sit among the trees, be silent and be still. And man, they'll never see you coming. Now, I'm a little low on my arrows right now because we just came out of a battle. But you want to have at least 12 with you at all times, and ideally 24. It's important to remember, once your arrows are gone, they're gone. So always try to recover them after the battle. You won't always be able to. We're going to talk later about making your own. But make each one count. Take aim. Look for the center mass. Inhale and exhale as you let go. By the way, make sure you get your arm guard. You don't want to be missing the skin right here. It's no fun, man. We've all been there. Now, you may miss. That spellcaster might have mage armor on them. Anything like that can happen. It's okay. Commit to the target. Commit. Because the most important thing that you can do is take out that one caster. Eliminating one caster is more valuable than injuring 5. That will change the course of the battle. In the middle of all of this, your fighter is taking those brunt. Your healer is healing your fighter. And if you're staying hidden, you're not getting injured. And that way your cleric or your healer doesn't have to divert to heal you. So it's important for you to stay away and stay hidden. Now, we have one final thing. And I have my animal companion here. My animal companion is a beautiful wolf. And I send my companion into battle when the battle has begun to create chaos. It's another reason to aim for the center mass, because your animal is going to go low and you want to go high. The last thing you ever want to do is strike your pet, of course. So, take aim, make your mark, and go for it. You can save your party. You can be the difference between success and defeat. You can be the difference between your paladin going down in the middle of a battle and him protecting the rest of you because of your efforts. Do you still think it's a cowardly way? Of course not. You are being brave. You are being a good ranger. Now, come with me I'll show you how to make your own arrows. I think the fletching is kind of fun. And then, I don't know about you, but I'm getting pretty hungry. We can maybe get a snack. Thank you so much for watching Roleplay Riot. I hope you've enjoyed it, man. If you do, like and subscribe, and we'll go out hunting together.